Howdy, and welcome to CinemaScope. Today we're talking about Incident on and Off a Mountain Road, a 2005 episode of horror anthology series Masters of Horror, directed by Don Coscarelli in 2005. Um, it starts off as kind of like a by the numbers horror movie, uh, this woman, she gets into a car accident and gets out of her car, trail of blood. She follows the trail over to a cliff, uh, you know, where she encounters, the movie's main villain. This guy looks like he's 6 foot five. He's got silver teeth, and he's cutting people up with a knife or something down there. Moonface is his name. So he gives chase, and this is when the movie starts to get a little more, little different. It begins to take on a non-linear format. It starts going to flashbacks of the woman, I forget her name, and her relationship with her husband, who teaches her all this, survival training, stuff. You know, so it flashes back and back and forth, and she's setting traps and she's fending off Moonface for a little bit, and but it doesn't work for too long because he eventually kidnaps her, catches her, and takes her back to his laboratory or his workshop, whatever you want to call it. This is where it gets really interesting because in the workshop, in a wheelchair, we encounter this guy named Buddy, and it's Buddy's played by Angus Scrimm from Phantasm, the tall man. So he's just bound up. I guess he's his prisoner, Moonface's prisoner, and we see Moonface. He's got this thing for eyes. He's drilling people's eyes out with a drill press. Um, Not much gore in this movie, but what little gore that was shown was pretty good. When he's about to, hit the guy with or the chick with not the main storyline, the female, when he's about to drill the one girl through the eye, it kind of made me flinch a little bit. It was pretty good. There's another scene where somebody gets, their leg impaled with a branch or something, or a spike it was, one of her traps, and that was a pretty good piece of gore. A couple other very minor things, but anyway, so I'm not gonna spoil the movie. There's an interesting twist at the end. It was kind of predictable a little bit, um, but I mean, for what it was 50 minutes. It's had some character development. Some goofs. With Angus Scrimm's Buddy. In the wheelchair. Some, a little bit of funny business, and Moonface was sort of interesting. He's kind of cheesy. He's got silver teeth, which is kind of ridiculous. And he's always like his trademark before he kills is to go, shh, before he kills you or whatever. And so anyway, I'm gonna be giving it a 3.5 Hands of Fate. I'm using the 5 point Hands of Fate scale, as popularized by my friend Artie Flores on the Night of the Bloody Tapes channel. Go check that out. Put a link to his channel in the description of this video or whatever. Um, yeah, shout out him. Shout out Garth. A couple other guys. And this has been CinemaScope. Thanks for tuning in.